think the best way for me to explain this to you is to just record this. So while you normally log in to Turnitin through Blackboard when you go into a view Turnitin assignment, you can also log directly into Turnitin.com. You don't have the direct password though, so you'll click the login button and then you'll click reset password. You'll type in your Newman email address, which is associated with you and Turnitin, and your last name, and then it will allow you to log in directly to Turnitin.com. Now the reason we're doing this is so that you can set up a rubric for a Turnitin assignment, even though it doesn't have student submissions yet. I'm not sure exactly what you will see when you log into Turnitin.com, but I think it will be something like this. So when I pick a class, then I get this menu with the Libraries tab. I'm going to click on the Libraries tab, and I have the option of going to the Rubric or Form Manager. When I click on the Rubric or Form Manager, everything takes time. So it's loading, and it will show a rubric that's already in there. This is the menu for the Rubric Manager. I can create a new rubric here, or over on the other side, the button on the right-hand side is the button for importing a rubric. If I choose Import, it will open a new menu, and one of the options on this menu is to download an example template. I recommend that you do that. When you download the example template, it will give you an Excel spreadsheet. I'll just open it with Microsoft Excel. That will show you the format that it needs to be in order to import it into Turnitin Rubrics. In this rubric, there are no point values or anything. That doesn't belong in the imported rubric. You can add them later. But it does have a title for each scale and a title for each criterion. And then you can just replace these with the text from your rubric. Alternatively, you can just create a new rubric. When you create a new rubric, you'll see that it has just 3 scale columns and 4 criterion rows. So you can copy and paste text into these. So if I just click on this criterion 1 name, if you had your spreadsheet rubric open in another window, you could copy and paste a criterion name into that. You could paste the description here. You can just type or paste a scale name. Or whatever you wanted, whatever names you want. And so these would be the criteria, like, say, relevance, promptness, organization, whatever you want. So the percentages down this way should add up to 100. So I'm just typing in the number. I'm just typing in the number 3. And it's adding the 0.000. So relevance, this would be your how you would describe a paper that was relevant at the expert level. You can see the percentage here now adds up. Now there are other kinds of rubrics, so you can create a rubric that has no scoring. You can create a custom rubric or a percent style that I chose. When I save the rubric, oh, I didn't enter a name. I'm going to go back. Where is the name? Oh, enter rubric name here. I'll call it demo rubric. And then I'll go down here and I'll save. So that rubric is saved. I don't need to do this. That's only if we were importing or exporting the rubric. What I would now do is actually go back into the course, create a Turnitin assignment, and then I would link this rubric to the assignment. So in your Blackboard, of course, you're familiar already with creating a Turnitin Direct Assignment. I'll create it as a, I'm just going to call this research paper. Instructions would go here. Use file upload. Pick a due date that is closer to the day. I'll say it's due April 2nd. With a post date of April 3rd. I'm just going to pick the choices that I like. Exclude matches of 3 words or less. Let students view the originality reports and allow late submissions. Then everything else is fine, and I'm going to submit. I'm going to submit an assignment for my preview user student. I can do this because I have given the preview user student a different email address than my own. I may need to help you do this. So I'm just going to call it paper 1, and I'm going to browse for anything to upload. Oh, there's a Word document, and I'm going to submit that. What this does is give me a paper in the submissions inbox so that I can then go into the submissions inbox and then go to that paper in Turnitin. It just sent me a digital receipt by email. Now I can click on paper 1, and it will take me to the assignment. Still painting the screen here. I just resized the screen so you could see this. So down at the bottom below the quick mark pane, you can see the 4 panes that are available here. The quick mark pane, the general comments pane, all quick marks and comments, and the rubric. So when I click on the rubric pane, we can see that no rubric is attached to this assignment. So then I will click the wrench that takes me to the rubric or form manager. And then I can pick from among the rubrics that are available to me. The demo rubric is there automatically because it was the one I was working on last. But I could pick a different rubric that I've been working on, like the simple writing rubric, for instance. At the top here, there's a little link icon. And if I click that icon, it will then attach this rubric to the assignment and the link changes. When I close the rubric manager, the rubric criteria appear in the rubric pane here, and then I can choose to grade the student as I wish. Down below is a button to apply the rubric percentage to the grade, and that grade then is transferred to the grade field up above here. The similarity index is still pending. So when I close that and click there, it refreshes, and the score from the rubric has been brought down into Blackboard.